Things are not ever under control when we think it is under control. I have been all of these faces, and I'm very glad that you're scrolling down and watching it, reading it. I know some of you can relate to me. I know some of you can't relate to me. People passing all these phases has always a changes in their life. This what we have learned from the childhood. Things always you need to move on. Who knows that changes will be such implicated in life that we cannot even ever imagine. Same situation I have across. I never knew what's called depression. I never knew what's called anxiety. I used to think that life is having all the beautiful nature, all the colorful like a rainbow, and it shines like seven colors, having the family with me. How will I know that the faces will change? From the light, it will be darkness. I have been called when I was closed in a room by so many voices around, and I was like murmuring, who is that calling me? I used to hear some of the unseen, unsound, which used to provoke my ear. It used to harm my body, and I used to say, oh, they are my best friend. They are nothing else, only the negative vibes. Things went more worse when I have been into much more darker phases. Small pain makes me realize that I'm in a big pain. When thing changes, everything has changed all around. When mom was around me and dad, I never thought of no pain or something struggling and all. Although I used to have a very hard time, but it never made me tired because I feel I'm in a blessed place having both my parents. But I know I would lose my mother because the situation, the condition of her was not that fine. Things were not as easy. But I know if I get weak, the world is like an animal, they will eat me. I can't become weak because I have something to do for them. I move on. I moved on. Although I was in getting into depression, but I never shown to people because I don't want to be weak. Things keep on progressing. I start overcoming. I met lots of people in my life. It helped me to change, move on, and I'm trying to overcome from the pain. When I have completed, got recovered from that pain, I have been into the another pain. Suddenly, it is another dark phase of my life. I have lost my father. It is a painful, a traumatized time for me, which no one has ever gone through. I feel as I was completely getting cured, I've been again into a dark phase. What to do now? Where shall I go? Whom shall I speak? When I used to speak myself, it's just a wall all around me. People are not bothered about what's going on. And then I have moved to a phase of new life towards my career. I make myself busy, but then what happened? When I was over there, I couldn't know where I have to go, where I have to move on. Things were changing so fast, so quick. What I want to say is depression and anxiety is not a disease. If you take it as a disease, you will not ever cure. Things gets better. People are judging you. You are not self-judging yourself. What's the harm if you have negativity? What's the harm if you are not up to that mark? You know yourself better. You can fight for yourself. Don't change for the people. Speak up. It's the right time to speak. What I have done, I don't encourage others to do. People are so much into your mind. They might say so much thing, but the pain that you are going through day and night, it's you are suffering. It's better to end once for a time and never ever turn back. It's hard to overcome, but it's not impossible. The path I have chosen is the prayer, being ritual, being on my target, on my focus. They were all negative vibes all around. I'm trying to get demotivated. People try to put me down each and every context. I used to do that. I'm letting down myself. But I used to think, why am I doing that? Will it worth me? No. All around the world, people are not same. It's you who have to live upon. People will not live for you. Today, your health is much more priority. Depression and anxiety is one of the term and the factor it can kill people because it has such a strong power which no medicine can cure if you are into that zone, if you are into that trap. I am a person who has overcome from it. I thank each one who is all around me, who are being protective to me. Most important, my Allah Almighty who has protected me each and every context. And I know my both the parents' blessing and duas are with me. What else I want? Although the darkness is there still in my life, I know a day will come when the darkness will change into a morning, and I'm still waiting for it. It's not shy, it's not harm to say that you are under depression or you are into the anxiety. People might think you need to consult a psychiatrist. They will say lots of. It's you who will judge yourself, not the people. It's you who you need to live by yourself, not the people. Things will get better, better and only better. When your prayers are not answered, maybe there is something better for you. Have patience in everything. That's what I'm doing so far, having patience and moving on. I have been always been let down by the people whom I had an expectation. I always resemble to the people, I always try to understand them, but I realize the world is not what I'm thinking. The world is much more a dark zone trap. Once you get into that, you can't come out. It's better you live yourself by yourself and then yourself because your personality matters, not others. You are career, you are oriented, you are a personality who will empower your life. Everything is there around you, but it's you who needs to move on. So that's what I'm saying. Whenever you are into the phase of darkness, try to catch the nur, the hope of the light, so that you can have at least a way to walk. Don't make yourself in such a position that you cannot ever work. This is just a clip which I need to present, I need to express, I need people to relate. Think such a situation happened, not only a loss, but also it could be any other factor. How could you impact? How you can overcome? How you can do something? I hope this would definitely help you, help myself, help so much around. And let's all raise the voice towards the positivity, and the negativity, and the stereotype people. That's it. Move on. This what is all about. Depression and anxiety. It's not a disease. It can be cured. My problem is my anxiety and depression. What's your excuses? Did you ever thought? If not, scroll down. You will know what all about is. Never ever lose your faith or never ever be into the negative zone. Wake up is the right time. Never say no. Say yes and then go ahead. Things will change within your mind and you will see everything is shining like a rainbow with seven colors all over the world.